Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss chapter 1 hardware components of a computer. As we know that we can operate our computer with the help of input and output devices. But the question is that are they interconnected? Yes, they are interconnected on a circuit board which is popularly known as motherboard. As we see that one side of the keyboard or mouse are inserted into the port of the CPU, or when we have to use pen drive we need to insert that pen drive on any one port of the CPU. It means that all the input and output devices of a computer system are interrelated with each other. Here in the picture we can see that different computer parts which are electronic part are assembled inside the CPU box, and these electronic parts of computer are known as components. The different component that are shown in the figure are power supply, SMPS, RAM, motherboard, CD, DVD drive, hard drive, video card, processor and fan, and many more components are assembled inside the CPU box. Some other components that are assembled inside the CPU box are LAN, graphic card, video card, bus. A bus is a set of collection of wires which are used to connect one component with the other component. All the component inside the CPU box has its specific functions to perform some task. All the component work together when we are using computer to operate and helps the computer to operate in an efficient manner. Now we are moving to the next topic, processor or CPU. The central processing unit of a computer are also called processor, which is the electronic brain of the computer. The main function of the CPU or processor is to execute the command that are given by the user. The CPU performs basic arithmetic, logic, controlling and input-output operations specified by the instructions in the programs. As we studied in earlier class, CPU has mainly two parts, that is ALU and CU. ALU means arithmetic logical unit and CU means control unit, where arithmetical logic unit performs basic arithmetic and logical operations, whereas control unit controls all the operations of the CPU. The CPU is generally a 2-inch ceramic square with a silicon chip located inside. The processor are characterized based on its speed and the rate of execution of instruction, which means that how fast a CPU can process or execute an instruction. To understand it, consider an example. We all use smartphones. Sometimes it happens that our phone may be hanging or lagging when we open multiple apps at a time. Then we often say that your processor is slow or your mobile processor is very slow. It means that the capacity to execute an instruction of that smartphone is not that much. The speed of the CPU is measured in gigahertz or billions of cycles per second. Nowadays, mostly computers use dual or multi-core CPU, which means that more than two CPU are packed together in one. Some common processor names that we know are Intel Pentium, Intel i3, Intel i7, i9, i10, Athlon, Duron, Celeron. These all processors are used based on 32-bit or 64-bit architecture. Moving forward, memory. We need to understand memory. What is memory? Memory is a physical device which stores information temporary for temporary period of time or for permanently. The main memory is divided into RAM, which is known as random access memory, and ROM, which is known as read-only memory. ROM is a memory chip for storing data that can be read-only. In ROM, data cannot be easily altered or reprogrammed. It means that we cannot change the data that are already available in ROM. ROM is also known as non-volatile memory, which means that the contents are retained even same after the power is switched off. It means that no data is lost or its content are not lost when power is removed from the computer. When we start our computer, we get some messages or we see some text messages coming on the screen or monitor of the computer. That messages are already stored on the ROM. We cannot change that messages which are already programmable in ROM. RAM, random access memory, is used to store data and instruction for particular time until that data is being processed by a computer's CPU. RAM is also known as non-volatile memory. That is volatile memory, which means that the data in RAM is erased when power is switched off. Memory are measured in terms of bits, bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, and terabytes. The smallest unit to measure a memory is bits. That is byte, B-Y-T-E. 8 byte is equal to 1 bits. Similarly, 1024 bits is equal to 1 kilobyte, and 1024 kilobyte is equal to 1 megabyte. 1024 megabyte is equal to 1 gigabyte, and so on. Ubuntu OS GB byte or GIB to denote its memory, while Windows uses gigabyte or GB to denote its memory capacity. Now moving to the secondary memory. Secondary memory are those type of memory which are used to store data permanently. Pen drive, hard disk, floppy disk, CD drive, DVD drive are some examples of secondary memory. Hard disk is the secondary memory that is available in the computer. The hard disk stores multiple types of data and applications such as documents, pictures, videos, audios, some files. Whenever the computer needs to execute some data or a particular data, it loads from the secondary memory, or that is hard disk, into the main memory, that is RAM, then executes that data. Backup is the process of a duplication of copying a data. In case of device failure, we may lose all the important data, so we need to back up our data on pen drive, a CD or DVD or any another computer for the safety of that data. Power supply. The computer has a power supply unit which is known as SMPS, switch mode power supply, to give power to all the components of the computer. The main function of SMPS is that it converts the alternating current into the direct current that is required by the computer. The power supply to which our system or a computer is connected is a source of alternating current. So the system needs to convert that alternating current into the direct current for the proper function of the computer. So SMPS is used. Motherboard is the main circuit board of the computer, and it is one of the most essential parts of the computer system. All the components of a computer system are directly or indirectly connected to the motherboard. Ports are the sockets that are used to connect external device to the CPU. We see many ports backside of the CPU or in the front side of the CPU, through which we can connect external devices like keyboard, mouse, speaker, power, monitor to the CPU. In the back side of the CPU, we saw different types of port available. Different types of ports are used for different purpose to connect different external devices. Now let us see some types of port that are given. PS/2 port. This type of port are used to connect the mouse and the keyboard, which are available in older computers. But nowadays USB port is available to connect keyboard and mouse also. Second one, Ethernet port, used to connect the network cable. In, audio out, used to connect various audio devices such as speaker, microphones, headset. It is a circle type of port. VGA port is used to connect monitor. USB port. In USB port, we can connect variety of devices such as mouse, printer, keyboards, web cameras, USB flash drive, digital cameras. USB port was introduced in 1997. Power cord socket are used to connect the computer to the power cable. Fan are used to cools up the part of the computer that are heated for due to longer period of time of using computer. Now we are going to discuss peripheral devices of computers. There are mainly two categories of peripheral devices which we can connect with computer for different functions, purpose. That are input devices and output devices. Input devices are used to input the data and programs in the computers. Some commonly input devices are keyboard, mouse, scanner, trackball, light pen, barcode reader. Keyboard is the most common input device. Keyboard are used to insert data and instruction by typing on the keyboard. Keyboard is connected to the CPU through a cable. Nowadays, wireless keyboard are available. Wireless keyboard are connected to the CPU through Bluetooth technology. The data and instruction are given to the computer using rolling and scrolling process through the mouse. The mouse is placed on a mouse pad by which we can control the movement of the cursor on the screen. The sensor of the mouse notifies the speed of its movement to the computer, which in turn moves the cursor or pointer on the screen to the different items on the screen. There are mainly three types of mouse. First one, 2-button mouse, 3-button mouse and scrolling mouse. Nowadays, wireless mouse is also available, which uses Bluetooth technology to connect to the computer. Scanners are used to enter information directly into the computer memory. It works like just as a Xerox machine. It scans any written information or printed information, later converts it into its electronic version of the document, which can be viewed or edited on the computer. Trackball is similar to the upside down design of the mouse. In trackball, we can move the ball right or right, left, up or down, or any direction which affects the movement on the screen or shows the movement of the trackball through the movement of the instruction on the screen. We use trackball mainly for the purpose of gaming on the computers. Light pen is a light sensitive computer input device that is connected to VDU, which is visual display unit, to draw lines or figures on the computer screen. It uses a CRT screen to display the content on the screen. Nowadays, light pen are commonly used for online teaching purpose, where the mentor uses the light screen to write or draw something on the CRT screen. OCR, optical character reader. This device is used to detect alphanumeric character printed or written on a paper. In OCR, the light is absorbed by the dark areas but reflected from the bright areas. The reflected light is received by the photocells. Then the photocells converts the previously printed text material into information which are understandable by the computer. Barcode reader are used to read the barcode and convert them into electronic or electric pulses to be processed by a computer. A barcode is nothing but data code in the form of light and dark bars. Mainly barcodes are used in malls to read the data that are mentioned on the product. Barcodes are also used in online transactions. We just need to scan that barcode to make transactions. Voice input system converts the spoken words to a machine language form, such as microphones and earphones are used to convert human speech into electric signals. That signal pattern is transmitted to the computer, where it matches the available dictionary that are placed on the computer to match the words. When a close word is matched, the word is recognized by the computer. Digital camera. It converts graphics directly into the digital form. When the light falls on the chip through the lens, it converts light waves into electrical waves. A chip is present in the camera which stores the image digitally rather than recording them on film. Output devices are those devices by which the computer gives the result or the output that are understandable by the humans. Output unit accept the results produced by the computer, which are encoded form, and it converts these coded results to human readable form. The various output devices are monitor, speaker, plotter, inkjet printer, non-impact printer, line printer, and many more. A monitor is one of the most important output devices of a computer. A computer has a number of individual dots known as pixels. As we know that the result or output given on the monitor by the computer are in the form of pictures, and pictures are made up of pixels or combination of pixels. and the resolution of that pictures or image refers to the number of dots in the rows and the number of dots in the column. Higher the resolution of the pictures determine the quality of the pictures. It means that if the resolution of the pictures is high, the quality of the pictures is also high. Resolution is measured in ppi, pixels per inch. The display resolution depends on two factors. First one, the aspect ratio, the ratio of the width height of the monitor screen. It means that the size of the monitor screen. Second one, the screen size. Screen size measured diagonally from one corner to another corner of the monitor. Currently, LCD, liquid crystal display, and LED light emitting diode technology are commonly being used for monitors. There are many sizes of monitors. Popular screen sizes are 15, 17, 19 and 21 inches. Nowadays, touch screen monitor is also available. In touch screen monitor, by touching the screen window, we can perform or do our task. The touch screen monitor are sensitive to human touch. It allows the user to interact with the computer by touching pictures or word displayed on the screen. Printers are used to transferring data from the computer to the paper just by means of copying or xeroxing. There are color printers as well as black and white printers. Printers are mainly divided into two categories: impact printers and non-impact printers. Impact printers uses hammers or pins that strike against a ribbon and paper to print the text. This mechanism is known as electromechanical mechanism. The common examples of impact printers are mainly typewriter. As we see in typewriter, we have to press the key buttons and the pen strikes on the paper to print that word. There are two types of impact printers: character printer and line printer. Character printers prints only one character at a time and it is relatively slow. It has relatively slow speed. For example, dot matrix printer is an example of character printer. Dot matrix printer prints characters as combination of dots. These have a matrix of pins on the print head of the printer which form the character. There is a carbon bit available between the pin and the printer. The word gets printed on the paper when the pen strikes the carbon. There are generally 9 or 24 pins. Its speed is measured in character per second (CPS) and the speed vary from 50 to over 500 CPS. Line printer prints one entire line of text at a time. It was commonly associated with unit record equipment in the early days of digital computing, but the technology is still in use. Non-impact printers uses technologies such as inkjet and or laser technologies. They provide better quality of output at higher speed. Non-impact printers are also classified into two types: inkjet printer and laser printer. Inkjet printer prints character by spraying patterns of ink on the paper from a nozzle or jet. The nozzle have very fine holes from which ink is pumped to create various letters and shapes. We see inkjet printers in various stationeries and Photoshop for copying or xeroxing the text or documents. The main disadvantages of inkjet printer is that sometimes spraying of the ink are more, which makes our document look very unattractive. Laser printer utilize a laser beam to produce an image on a drum. The light of the laser alters the electrical charge on the drum whenever it hits. The drum is then rolled through a reservoir of toner, which is picked up by the charged portion of the drum. Finally, the toner is transferred to the paper through combination of heat and pressure. They are much quieter than dot matrix. They are also relatively fast. The speed of laser printers ranges from about 4 to 20 pages of the text per minute, that is ppm. Toner are dry powdery substance that are transferred to the paper. Then after paper is heated and pressurized to print the text or the images on the paper. Plotter is a very large in size and used to produce graphical output on paper. It uses single or multi-color pens to draw pictures as blueprints and posters. Mainly plotter are used to design banner on a special type of plastic materials. The banner that we see are made up with the help of plotter. Speakers are another type of output device which allow us to listen to voice like music, conversation between people. Some other devices are modem and UPS. Modem stands for modulator and demodulator. It helps us to connect the computer twist and a telephone line so that we can send and receive electronically transmitted data. In modem, data is first converted into digital to analog form, and that process is known as modulation, and the data sent from the receiver side once again converts or transferred into analog to digital form, and that process is known as demodulation. UPS stands for uninterrupted power supply. Whenever power goes off, UPS provides some power supply for a particular time that keeps the computer running and help us to save the data whenever a power failure occurs. Otherwise, sudden power failure cause loss of data, and after then we can shut down the computer properly. Now let us discuss mind map. A computer system is a combination of hardware and software used to perform a task more efficiently and accurately. We know that to operate computer efficiently and accurately, we need both hardware and software. Hardware is the set of all tangible and physical components. CPU is the brain of the computer which processes all the information. An input device is used to feed instruction or data into the computer. An output device is used to show the result processed by the computer. A part is connecting socket which can be used to transfer data and from the computer. Thank you so much and have a nice day ahead.